My name's Abby Miars. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm a junior studying economics with a minor in entrepreneurship. Honestly, the business itself was kind of on accident. When I came to Michigan as a freshman, I didn't have any Michigan gear. So I wanted something cool for like tailgating and football games. So I started printing the logos on like tank tops. Like I'd buy like $1 tank top from Target and print like a cute block M that I found on Redbubble or Google or something like that. I made like 2 of those for myself, and a few of my friends were like, oh, we want one, can we buy them off you? Can you like make them for us? So I had 2 friends buy them off me, and they're like, you should really sell these, like these are really cute. I looked into it, and the block M is copyrighted. You can't print that and sell that, it's very illegal. So I had always liked thrifting, so I went to the thrift store around here and I ended up finding, I think like 7 things the first time I went, and I like cropped them, changed them, asked my friends if they wanted any, and whatever they didn't want, I was like, okay, maybe I could try to sell this. I remember like sitting in my friend's dorm being like, do I try to do this? Like, what if my home friends think it's weird? What if no one buys anything? Like, that's embarrassing, whatever. They're like, just try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you never have to post on it again. And I honestly just got kind of lucky. I was sold to a lot of girls in Markley at first, and I think it just spread through word of mouth. It was honestly just a way to make money, and then it kind of took off. It became way more fun. I kind of saw the potential. The more effort I put in, the more money I would make. But definitely had no idea that it would turn into something like this big and sustainable, which is really, really nice. In the beginning, besides the actual thrifting and posting, really not much attention went to it. But now I think about it all the time, honestly. Now I'm like constantly checking like my DM, thinking of ways that I can plan new events or like meet new people or like reach a new audience. I talk to like sellers online, so I like buy online a lot. I like thrift in my free time a lot more frequently because I have a car now, so it makes a lot more sense than having to bike, which is really nice. When I'm bored, like that's where my attention goes. Like not even intentionally, it's just like fun for me to think about it. There was this one guy that sells vintage clothes. He DM'd me and he was like, hey, I'm closing down my shop. I have about 500 Michigan clothes if you want to come look through them. He was selling it at like a crazy cheap price, so I just took all of it. That was the first time that I was like, I have too much inventory that I can't just post all this. I'd seen pop-ups of like small businesses before. I hadn't really thought about doing one myself until then. So yeah, honestly, that's why I did the first one, is because I was like, I have too much and I need to get rid of it. So my first one was in my backyard. Obviously, it went way better than I was expecting. How I got connected to Charlie's was really lucky. So my e-commerce entrepreneurship professor, I'd met with him over Zoom a few times, asking for his advice. He's the founder of Underground Printing. He reached out to me after my first pop-up and he was like, I want you to come speak for my class. I want you to be like a guest speaker. And if you do that, I will get you in contact with the owner of Charlie's for your next one, because he was like buddies with the owner. In the span of like 3 months, it went from like me like researching and like having to pay up to like $200 and like not hearing anything back to like just these local businesses like asking me to come, which was so nice. Like did not expect that. Yeah, there's definitely hurdles. I've had to deal with like a ton of people starting their own accounts, which is fine. Like anyone can do that. There's gonna be competitors. The way I differentiate myself is being more of a brand. I like to repost my customers. I have brand ambassadors. I like to post pictures of Ann Arbor. Like I don't just want it to be just a platform to like buy and sell clothes, because I think that for people that aren't looking to buy all the time, they might not follow it. Another hurdle that I just had to deal with this past week that was actually so tough was filing for taxes. I was like on the phone with TurboTax for like 2 hours. It was just a whole mess. Something that's like a big factor is I've never really known what I want to do after graduation. I'm doing economics, but what do I want to do with that? I don't know. So I think that like UMich apparel is like kind of a crutch almost. I love doing it. I love every part about it. There's not something that like feels like a chore. Like I will go and sort clothes for fun. My plan right now is I'm still gonna apply for jobs. Like I'll probably look for jobs with like marketing in the fashion industry, things that my UMich apparel experience will make me qualified for. If I'm in Michigan working a real job, I'll definitely still keep up with the account. If none of those work out, I don't know. It would definitely be like, all right, sit down and figure this out. Like, what are you actually gonna do? Short answer to that question, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not just gonna let the account die.